Hey, I'm Claire. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this hip opening, flow, and restorative yoga for release and new beginnings. To start, sit in any comfortable position and place your hands on the body. I like one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let's start our practice with gratitude. Grateful for our body no matter how it shows up today. Grateful for the practice and those who came before us. Start to tune into your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose, filling up the lungs, the chest, allowing the belly to expand. If it feels safe to do so in your body, close the eyes or gently drop the gaze. Do a gentle scan of the body. How are you feeling today? Placing your attention on the top of your head all the way down to your toes. This full moon symbolizes growth, resilience, and new beginnings. Through this practice, we will focus on how we can feel safe and open to release so that we're able to welcome in new beginnings. For the restorative section of our practice, we are going to be using props, 1 bolster and 2 blankets. You can also use blankets and pillows from your better couch. Once you get your props, come to lie flat on the mat in any comfortable position. Feel the body release, start to drop in. Close the eyes if it feels safe to do so. This is a gentle flow and restorative practice. Restorative is about being, it's not about doing. We're going to be using the props to find the most supportive and comfortable positions. Being in stillness is an expansive practice, opposite to the constant rushing that the world asks of us. Can you allow yourself to drop into the poses fully and just be? Take one more breath here, feeling the spine meet the mat. And then outstretch the arms, give yourself a big stretch, waking up the body. On your next inhale, bring the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze, starting to connect to the physical body, meeting yourself where you're at. Find some gentle movements. Keep the left knee into the chest and extend the right leg forward, flexing both feet, moving around the ankle, waking up this leg. Keeping the feet flexed to protect the knee, finding any movement on this side that feels good. Rolling around the ankle, releasing any tension from the head or neck. Rooting the upper body to the mat. Start to reach for the outer edge of the left foot, thigh, or calf and open up into a half happy baby, making sure that the right heel is still connected onto the yoga mat, opening up in any way that feels good. Both pressing up with the foot and pulling down with the hand. Gently beginning to open up the hips. Bring the left knee back into the chest. Give it one more squeeze. Bring the right leg up to meet the left. Coming into a little ball, give yourself another squeeze. Showing gratitude for the physical body. Extending the left leg forward and keeping the right knee into the chest. Flexing both feet. Seeing how this side feels different, not placing any judgment, rather focusing on the sensations and acknowledging that each side of our body can have different sensations. Keeping both feet flexed to protect the knees. Keep the shoulders and the head rooted on the mat, moving around the ankle, feeling it out on this side. We hold our restorative poses for a few minutes each, so we want to ease our bodies into it and open up into the availability of comfort. Reach for the outer edge, thigh, or calf of the right foot and open up into the half happy baby. This feels different in every body, so make sure that you're grabbing whichever part of the leg feels the most comfortable and supportive. This can look different than the other side. Move around, maintaining the connection of the left heel onto the yoga mat. Feel the stretch. Bring the right knee back into the chest. Moving slowly, give it another wiggle here, and then bring the left knee to meet it, connecting both knees into the chest. Opening up into a full happy baby, grabbing the outer edge of both feet or thighs or calf. This is a big hip opener. Keep pressing the lower back into the mat. Moving very slowly, start to bring the knees back into the chest. Give yourself one more squeeze. Drop the knees over to the left, opening up the right arm. Reach the shoulders towards the mat, away from the ears. Gazing towards the right if that feels comfortable in your neck. You can have the left hand on the knees or outstretched wide. With each breath, feeling yourself release further into the mat. This simple twist relaxes our nervous system, stretches our neck and our hips, which removes stiffness in the area. Slowly bring the knees back into the chest and drop the knees over to the right side, opening up the left arm to the left and looking to the left if that feels comfortable in the neck. Feel the twist continuing to reach the shoulders towards the mat and away from the ears, releasing tension in the neck, unlocking the jaw, keeping the eyes closed if that feels safe in your body, knowing that this is your body and you can move at any time. Taking another deep breath here, bringing the knees back into the chest, giving them another squeeze, and then starting to rock and roll the length of the spine a few times. Rocking and rolling on the spine until we'll meet in a comfortable cross-legged seated position at the top of the mat. Place the hands on the knees and start to find circles in one direction. These circles are opening up our hips, stimulating our internal organs, increasing our circulation, and preparing us to sit in our restorative postures. Find circles in the other direction, keeping the sit bones firmly planted on the yoga mat. Finding the movement in the spine, let this feel good. Breathing naturally and letting the circles follow the breath until the circles fall away and you come to stillness. Lower the knees into a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Start to find some cat-cows, moving at the pace of your own breath. Inhaling, arch the back, open the chest, lift the head and gaze. Exhaling, navel to spine and chin towards the chest. Let the cat-cows turn into any organic movement that feels right, moving at the pace of your own breath. Can do hip circles, roll out the neck, starting to find an embodied practice. Let the movement fall away and come into a puppy pose. Planting the chin or the forehead on the mat, reaching towards the mat with the upper part of the chest, having the entire forearm rest on the floor, feeling the stretch in the shoulders, the arms, and the back. Opening the heart and allowing us to breathe deeper with the expansion of the lungs. Slowly and carefully coming out of the pose into a tabletop position. Thread the needle, inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it under the left armpit and lower the shoulder and the cheek onto the mat. Trying to keep the hips over the knees, listening to your body and only staying here if it feels comfortable to do so. Maintaining the breath and feeling grounded and safe in your body. Take another breath in, come through tabletop, extend the left arm up towards the sky, and then thread it underneath the right armpit, lowering the shoulder and the cheek. Feeling connected and rooted to the mat, maintaining the breath and feeling grounded and stable in this posture, listening to your body, taking another deep breath to come out of the posture and back into a tabletop position, planting the hands, spreading the fingers wide, extending the left leg back and the right arm forward, maintaining a neutral spine and moving with control. Inhale. And then exhale, meet the knee with the elbow. Inhale to extend, exhale to crunch. Inhale, reaching, exhale, meeting the knee and the elbow. If it would feel good in your body, reach around, grab the ankle with the right arm and open up, opening the chest, finding stability with the limbs that are still on the mat. And then gently releasing, not flinging to the ground. Reset the spine here and then extend the right leg back and the left arm forward. Finding the neutral spine. Inhale and then exhale, connecting the knee and elbow. Inhale, exhale to connect. Inhale for length. Exhale for connection. If you did so on the other side or wanted to try it out, you can reach for the foot or ankle and open up on this side, opening up the chest. This didn't feel as good in my body as the other side, so I let it go. Come back into tabletop and let's set up for our first restorative posture. Reach for your bolster or pillow. Bring it long-wise on the top of your mat, and then bring any sort of blanket and then place it at the top of that bolster. This is going to be for the support of your head. Have the other blanket nearby on the left-hand side. We'll use this later. Turn and come to sit on the other side of the bolster, making sure that the seat is not on the bolster or pillow. Place the hands next to you and slowly start to lower the body onto the bolster, meeting the head with the blanket. You can outstretch the legs, start to release the shoulders, unclench the jaw, start to get cozy. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. If you prefer, you can bend the knees, plant the feet, take any leg position that's going to be comfortable in your body. Can even do Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together and the knees open wide. This pose is heart opening. Our yoga practice continuously asks us to open our hearts. We are on a heart-centered journey. Living in our hearts requires loving awareness, openness to the love within us and the love outside of us. Today is the July full moon, the buck moon. Even if you're listening to this on another day, what the buck moon symbolizes is still very important to our practice. It's a symbol of growth, transformation, and renewal. It's asking us to shed our old patterns, embrace new beginnings, and connect with our inner strength. Connecting with our own strength and facing challenges with compassion is similar to what our practice asks of us. Can we find this strength? Can we release what we no longer need to carry? And can we do this from our heart space? Can we connect with the moon and what it brings through an embodied practice? Embodied yoga is mindful. It's practicing through the sense experience of the body. How is your body feeling right now? Our bodies are always speaking to us, but how often are we taking the time to stop and fully listen to what it has to say? If we take the time to stop, are we then able to release, to do what the moon is asking for us, to let go of what is no longer ours to carry, and to transform this into growth? Feel the heart opening in this heart opening posture, finding growth and resilience through a loving and open heart. This is a very powerful time to set intentions. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice, for this full moon, or just for this moment. When you're asking or setting your intention, maintaining the breath, making sure that while you set this intention, you have a clear flow of breath, signaling to your body and your nervous system that this intention is safe. We are safe to release, and we are safe to receive. Let's take a moment to take a deep breath together, inhaling all the way through the nose, filling up the chest, the belly, the lungs. Feel the whole body expand. Hold it at the top, and then release out the mouth. Connecting back to the physical body, moving very slowly. Start to bend the knees and plant the feet. Taking a breath here, move slowly and in a way that feels supportive to your body. Pressing yourself up off the bolster or the pillow. Come into a tabletop position over the bolster. Take a moment here to move in any way that feels right. Can take some cat-cows or find hip circles. Go into a downward dog. Take a moment to stretch out the body and connect to yourself, asking what the body needs in this moment before coming back down into stillness, setting up for our next posture. Place the left knee on the blanket, extend the right leg back, and open up the left knee and do a half supported frog. Place the body on the bolster or the pillow. This is a hip opener, and if at any point it becomes too much on the hip, you can straighten out the left leg and create less of a bend. Take your time to get really comfortable here, letting out any wiggles, adjusting your prop so you feel the most comfortable, supported, and held in this posture. We tend to store emotions in the hips, But what does this mean? Broken down, the psoas muscle, which runs from our lower spine to our upper thigh through our hips. When we are faced with threat or stress in our life, the nervous system goes into fight or flight, which directly interacts with the psoas muscle. When the nervous system activates fight or flight, the psoas contracts and tightens. This tension can stay even much after the stress has gone. Postures as simple as this can help us release the physical tension that we store in the psoas, which can lead to a release of emotional tension as well. Our minds and our bodies are interwoven and deeply connected. Can we allow this very gentle posture to ease us into releasing those stored emotions that are no longer ours to carry? Can you rest and allow your physical body to find ease? You are here. There is nowhere else to be. You are love, you are loved, and you are loving. Keep your heart open, thankful for this breath, this moment, this journey, and your body. Let gratitude guide you. Our restorative practice allows us to get out of our minds and into our bodies, our hearts, and our breath. It allows us to tap into the inner light in ourselves and in everything. Take one more breath and very slowly start to press yourself up back into that tabletop position, moving in the way that feels the most supportive. Set up for the other side, placing the blanket on the right side, placing the right knee on top of it, extending the left leg back, and laying the body against the pillow or the bolster, turning the head to whichever direction feels the most supportive in this posture. Being able to take this gentle posture and feel a release of tension in the hips is a blessing. It aligns perfectly with the buck moon that signifies a time of transition and new beginnings, allowing us to release what no longer serves us, to embrace newness, to be able to find new beauty, excitement, and wonder. We must let go of anything that's holding us back, holding us down, that is not our responsibility to continue carrying. Whether this be physical in our bodies, no longer needing to carry the tension in our hips, whether this be emotional, no longer needing to carry anyone else's or our own old and outdated emotions, or within people in our lives. You are safe, you are aligned, you are right where you need to be. Taking a deep breath in through the hips, feeling the muscles and the tensions release, dropping the shoulders, unclenching the jaw, letting it all go. Taking another deep breath here, knowing that the breath is there to guide you. Press yourself up slowly into the tabletop position. Find some organic movement, letting the body flow like water, releasing stagnation, and getting set up for our next posture. Supported crocodile. Place the bolster or pillow horizontally halfway down the mat and place the hip bones directly on the bolster or pillow. Let the rest of the body come to lay. Allow the ankles to drop out. You can make a pillow for the head with your hands, or you can place a blanket there. Turn your head to one direction, resting the forehead on the arms or on a pillow or a blanket, making sure that you are comfortable. Breathing in through the stomach, even through this position. This posture helps us open our body, creates more space in our pelvis, our back, our hips. Try and fully release into the shape. If you need more support, you can place a blanket under the ankles like I did here. feeling the surrender that this posture allows. Feel the support of the prop here, knowing that you're safe to release. We use props in this practice because it shows us that we are both worthy and deserving of receiving support on and off the mat. Make sure to turn your head to the other direction to even out the neck. The buck moon encourages us to be reflective. Can we think about our achievements, our goals? What do we need to release to call in our future, to ask for the growth that we want to see, to release any fears or any patterns that are holding us back? Can you break out of your comfort zone and chase something that inspires you? Take another deep belly breath, and then using the support of your hands and arms, coming into a push-up position to press yourself up and off the bolster, getting set up for a child's pose. Keep the big toes a touch and open the knees wide. The child's pose looks different in every body. I would suggest building a structure underneath the pillow or bolster with books or a block, and then laying the body down onto the bolster. Feel yourself release. If there's a lot of room in between your seat and your heel, you can place a blanket there. I have a blanket rolled up underneath my ankles because that feels supportive in my body. You can also just lay on the blanket or the pillow, or lay on nothing at all and come to child's pose with no support of the props. Whatever feels right in your body, please feel comfortable doing that. Once you arrive, come to stillness. Part of restorative is embracing the stillness, being here now, knowing that there is nowhere else to be. The moon being our reminder that growth often comes with stepping out of our comfortable zone, embracing change and becoming stronger and more resilient. However, to find the courage and the strength to come out of our comfort zone, sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we're fully comfortable and safe at home in our own bodies. Finding comfort through our restorative practice allows us to be able to handle discomfort out in the world when we're facing our fears and coming up against our challenges. Let your awareness settle into the center of your chest, and with your inhale, breathing into the heart, opening up the heart and the hips, welcoming in connection, newness, joy, and embodiment and safety in our bodies. And with the exhale, let go of it all. Let go of tension, fear, anything that's holding you back. Let the breath carry it away, what you no longer need to hold. Can we breathe into our hearts as a community? Take another moment to feel the posture, and then very slowly start to rise up, finding any organic movement, allowing the body to drop in, closing the eyes. Our final posture is our Shavasana. I like to set this up with a bolster underneath my knees and a blanket underneath my head. You can have a blanket on top of the body. Get set up in any way that feels very comfortable and supportive in your body. Make sure you get fully cozy and then tune into the stillness. Releasing any tension, letting it all fade away. Breathe. You're here. Part of our yoga practice is taking the experience that we have on the mat, off the mat. Can we continue to open up, release, and welcome in new beginnings? Come back to your intention from the beginning of the class. Start to find some gentle movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Come to a fetal position on either side. You're more than welcome to stay here, or if you'd like to close out our practice together, meet in a comfortable seated position at the top of the mat. As we come to the close of our practice today, take a moment to notice the spaciousness within you, the subtle shifts. Meet with your hands at heart center. From my heart to yours, we bow in an act of gratitude for each other, ourselves, and for the practice. Thank you. Many more classes soon. Hope to see you. Love you. Bye.